Hi everyone, this is training and AutoML meeting on 22nd of September. I will start sharing my screen. Okay, great. As always, if you want to check our previous recording, feel free to view our YouTube channel here in this playlist. In the meantime, if you want to add something to the agenda, feel free to update this table in the future. And if you just want to check our previous recordings, you can also check the links on our notes here. So I think the first item that probably we should discuss about the release, just to keep you aware that 0.12.0 release candidate 1 for KDIP has been released, and which includes 2 bug fixes. The first one regarding to missing parameters in the UI. Basically, previously, if you don't have the trial template, our UI just failed in the experiment page, creating page. So this PR should fix it. And the second one about the semantic algorithms, like reconcile semantic, basically for the grid suggestion, because eventually our grid suggestion can be exhausted if the parameters cannot be selected. This PR just fix this problem when you have your search space, when you have like the number of parameters specifically equal to number of the maximum trials. As basically we just passing the additional parameters to our suggestion. I think we have already like include this release in the manifest. Yeah, because if we take a look in the manifest repo, we probably should have the latest changes on the 1.4.0 branch. And as I can see, like the distribution testing is starting. So I think for the official like 0.12 release from the KDIP side, we probably will wait maybe 2 or 1 more week until we have like a distribution testing, and then we can make the official release to the community before the official Kubeflow 1.4, which I think, as I know, should be on 4th of October. Yeah, so any questions regarding to the release? Okay, then we can move forward. Yeah, I think this is like our latest changes for the controller, and which include in the manifest. Yeah, sounds good. So I think once we finalize the 0. So let's put it here. So the KDIP 0.12.0 release. So I think it's around. Yeah, let's be in 2. Okay. Yeah, so once we finalize, we can create the official like GitHub release here, because I think we're not doing the releases for pre-releases here, and we'll put the GitHub release once we have the official 0.12 release here as well. Okay, so the next thing is about the Readme. I just want to hear the feedback from the community here on the meeting. So basically, we try to make the Readme. We try to actually put only like necessary information in Readme, because currently in KDIP Readme, if you take a look, we have a lot of information which is kindly duplicate from the Kubeflow website. So, for example, if we check like this concept page, and if we check the concept page in the Kubeflow website, this is like exactly the same information here, and we don't really want to like copy this information in the Readme and in the Kubeflow, the kubeflow.org, and we try to put only like necessary information in our Readme here, which can just point user to why they want to use KDIP and how they can easily install it on their cluster. So basically, if we take a look at the PR that I submitted, let me just show you what we're trying to achieve. So eventually we just leave only like search algorithms, the supported frameworks, and the installation process. And also like, which is like very important, we try to make installation process as simple as possible. So we just keep the one command, how like user can install KDIP, and what is the difference between like the release and latest version. And that's it. So all of the documentation will be actually stored in the kubeflow.org website. Maybe any feedback regarding to the README? What do you think about it? Does it sound good to you? Okay, then, yeah, I think we probably, the question is like, one question is how we should point like our users to the supported frameworks. Because like we, in KDIP, we actually using some open source hyperparameter tuning framework to perform some algorithms. And some of them, we have an internal implementation. And I don't know if this is like necessary information for the user. Will it be like useful to point which algorithm each framework can support? For example, like for, I think if we go to the kubeflow.org website, and if we go to the search algorithms in details, as you can see, so for example, for Bayesian optimization, in KDIP, you can use Scikit Optimize or Chocolate. It's like two different frameworks. And the question is like, do we want to point that, that for example, like, yeah, let me, so for example, the Chocolate framework supports like X number of algorithms, or is like the redundant information, and we can just keep the list of the supported frameworks and that's it. So yeah, this is the question that we'll probably have. I don't know if you have any comments. Feel free to let me know. Yeah, because currently I think some of them, yeah, for example, like in TP, like in tree of parse estimators, we like our users can use like any framework to perform this algorithm, like from Optuna, from HyperOpt, from GoPtuna, to run this algorithm. Yep. So I mean, if you don't have any questions, we can move forward. Yeah. John, do I want to add something, or we are ready to go?
Yeah, I joined late. Yeah, so I'll take a look once again. I didn't have time to actually take a look at this PR.
Okay. Okay, let's just wait like maybe one more day and for your feedback, and then we can maybe merge it. Maybe just the first initial step.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah. So
should we wait for the final reviews, or we can get it merged and then take the few of the other changes in the next PR?
You mean like regarding to the README?
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't have any like comments regarding to just the explanation,
I'll take a look. I am yeah, I would suggest probably like, because this would be a PR with lots of changes, right? So I think we'll have the first set of changes in the first one, and then have subsequent in the next other ones.
Yeah, sure, sounds good. Just take a look in the comments overall. Yeah, and I think the PR regarding to the website we also can merge. I don't know if you have time to take a look, but we move components to the kubeflow.org. So I think we can take a look here.
Yeah, I saw that.
So you think it's, yeah, sounds good, right? Okay. Yeah, just to keep everyone aware, we in the introduction, in the getting started with Kadib page, here we simplify the installation with only one command, and you don't need to install customize. And we also like point the what like each components mean. Each component means in Kadib. So you have like what you have before in the README. Currently, now you have everything in the kubeflow.org website. Yep. Okay, then let me just, yeah, I will merge this PR after the meeting. Okay, sounds good. Regarding to the release, I said 0.12 we release in 1 to 2 weeks. So I think you're aware of it, right? So we can move forward. Okay. And the last thing that I want to mention about the UI. So I don't know if I think Kamanos is not here, but what I want to what we should do, we should probably like maybe move all of the UI documentation in one separate guide instead of splitting across different pages. Because, for example, currently we have UI information in the introduction to Kadib. We have UI, I mean, here we have also UI in the getting started with Kadib page. Just some example information. And yeah, here. And also like we have a UI guides in the running an experiment page. So I think it's in the bottom, yep, here. So my proposal here, maybe we should like create separate doc for all of the UI guides and put it like somewhere in the additional page. What do you think? It will be maybe easier to maintain.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, I will check with Kamonos about it, but I think it will be easier to maintain. Yeah. Any other like maybe feedback, comments from the community?
So did we merge all the Kadib UI related issues from Kimonos?
Do you mean like the documentation updates?
Yeah, docs are done. I'm saying about the missing features. Are there any other features in the UI which are missing right now when compared to the previous one?
Yeah, there are like a couple of them. I mean, this project has not been fixed yet, so I don't know like how much time Kimonos has right now to take a look on them. But I have a doubt. So, yeah.
So, so which one is it?
I mean, all of these features have not been implemented yet in the UI, in the new UI.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we'll talk separately regarding that. Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't know like how much time, again, this requires some additional work. And as we discussed previously, we at least have like initial set of features in the 0.12 release to just at least like maybe verify the bugs and get the feedback from the users, right? Yeah. And then we can move forward to this implementation.
Yeah.
I think in this project we like these features is only for like regarding to the to be like the same as the old UI. So this feature this does not include any like additional new features such as like child locks or what else, like the additional like graphics. I think we have a couple of them as well. So this is just an initial set. So as we discussed previously with Kamanos, we probably should be focused on first of all to duplicate the previous functionality from the previous UI, and then move forward to the new implementation with the new features, right? Okay. Okay, so any other questions maybe to Kadip, any comments? What do you want to raise?
Very good.
Okay, yeah, then to training side, I think we make the new release. So where is
Yeah, I think that's something I thought of. Yeah, I think Jashin couldn't join. I'm not sure. So there's a discussion. I saw some discussion where the latest cut. I'm not sure whether they are actually including it in the manifest, because the manifest initial testing is already done. So I think they are waiting for. I saw somewhere some discussion regarding that. I need to check with Jashin.
Yeah. So I think yesterday Jashin created the release candidate 02, which includes one fix. So I think he cherry picked this PR on the latest Kubeflow release, but the problem is like the latest Kubeflow branch. But the problem is like this tag 1.4.0 release candidate 0 does not include this fix. So basically, if we go to the branch, I think, or maybe we haven't been merged yet. Yeah, so this is the PR to cherry pick this our latest release to the manifest repo. Yep. So probably we should merge it.
Yeah, so I think that it is merged to master, but again not created in the 1.4 branch. I think they have thinking. I think they are not planning to add that very soon, probably towards the end, I think.
Yeah, that's true. The question is, do you know how distribution actually tests the Kubeflow? Do they actually take the branch, or do they take the tag? How do they deploy Kubeflow?
I think the 1.4 release would be taken from the 1.4 branch over here. So so that means the fixes have to go in 1.4 branch as well. It has to be cherry picked. So which means the latest RC tag, RC2 would not be there currently. I think they are planning to add towards the end when some amount of distribution testing is done, right? Else there will be many more release candidates. So I think they are trying to avoid that.
Okay. So do you think they do not go to the releases, right? So they just simply install it from the branch, from the 1.4 branch. The distributions, right?
Yeah, I think they are doing it from 1.4 branch. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because I don't think we have. So this. So I think this actually this command will actually simply just install it from the branch. I mean, once you copy the repo, if you run this command, this will use like the latest branch. Okay, I mean, sounds good. So then we probably should just merge this change.
This is actually from the master, right? This is actually from the master. So I don't think this will be the case.
I think it is. I think it is. I mean, it depends how you clone the repo, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So if you clone from the 1.4 branch, it will be the branch. So
yeah, so I think in the kubeflow.org, in the main website, they are basically asking to get it from the release tar, right? So which should be actually from 1.4 branch.
Where is actually store them? Do you know the page? Getting started?
Existing Kubernetes or something. There is a page, right? Installing. Yeah, and on the top, Kubeflow manifest manually. Yeah, here.
But they don't have the command actually here to install it. So
somewhere it is there, right?
These instructions.
These instructions, yeah.
Yeah, and they point this to the Readme. So I mean, anyway, I think what they actually want to do, they probably will create an additional release candidate if distribution will find any issues on the current release. But in any case, I think in the 1.4 official release of Kubeflow, that will include the latest changes for the training and for the KDIP. So so what do you think when we can finalize the training release? Similar to KDIP release? Like, I mean, I'm talking about like 1.3 training release.
I think that would happen only towards the end of distribution testing. We have to confirm that.
Okay, so it definitely should be before official Kubeflow release, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I have a doubt. I mean, do we have any blocking issues from training side that we have to fix for the release?
I think as for yeah, I think all the issues reported, right? I think we are almost there. I think currently we don't have any blockers as such. So we have to figure out if there is, yeah, this is fixed, right? This issue is fixed in the,
it's fixed
in the RC2.
Also, I mean, this bug that I found, but I mean, it might be related only to the examples. So I don't know. The SDK, I think Josh doesn't have enough time to finalize it. So we probably can postpone it to the next release. Yeah. Yeah, it should be fine. I mean, I think we have a project, right, regarding to the TIFF operator. Yeah, this one. Okay, log structure, it can be done after tests. Yeah. Okay.
So guys, regarding that task 1311 enable test for all frameworks, it's currently assigned to me, but I would like to have some more background behind that to kind of get to working towards it.
Okay. So I think what we should do here, we don't have any end-to-end examples for all training operators right now. So what I would suggest to do, yeah,
Andre, can you just take one CATIB workflow? I think that would show one example there, right?
Yeah,
CATIB,
sure.
Yeah, I think.
So do you think we should start with KISSNet as well?
Yeah, I think that also would not be a nice idea, right? But again, I think whatever is there, we could make it better. So I think can you just take one PR workflow? I think then that would show a possible one, right?
Yeah, but will it create additional effort in the future for us to refactor this in the future? I'm talking about because in the future we have to get rid of KISSNet, right? Do you think it makes sense for training operator to?
Yeah, we can do that in the second step. Right now, this is not a blocker, but we can definitely do that. Yeah, we should do that.
I'm just curious. I mean, Seat, right? So you will invest time to understand the KISSNet, and does it really make sense if in the future we switch to Python?
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, this only my question is. So.
No, I think we could actually do some either directly GitHub actions, or we could start executing an Argo workflow itself, right?
No, I'm talking. I am not talking about this switch. I'm talking about using Python to submit the Argo workflow, right? Similar to what Kubeflow is doing, like notebook working group. So what they're doing here, I think it's. Don't remember where is it. Let me. I think we have somewhere. So basically, like we're using Kismet, right, to submit Argo workflow, but they're using like just simple Python script to submit Argo workflow. So do you think, John,
that is good enough, right? Yeah, that is good enough.
What good enough? Like using just Kismet for us for now?
Like, no, I'm saying like just a Python workflow, right? Why do we
Yeah.
need KSonnet and wrap on top
Yes.
of it?
Yeah, that's good enough. And the current like test infrastructure supports it. So I can actually try to find like the how it like how they actually do it, how they're doing this in Kubeflow, and maybe just give it like to use it to just give more insights. What do you think?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Does it sound good to John as well? Because in the future we have to
Yes.
switch KDIP to this infrastructure as well, like to these Python scripts.
Yeah, I think we have to just, there is no need of KSonnet wrapper there, right? Because we are just doing a copy paste.
Yep.
So if we can put Python Argo workflow, I think that is good enough.
Yeah, exactly. And to just how to construct workflow, I like more than happy to help you sit with it. Just explain how like we should construct this Argo workflow to run the scripts. But yeah, I mean, I will follow up with Kamenos about the testing because I don't remember like where the state tests are located, and I will just post them in this issue here.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah,
that sounds good.
Yeah, because again, in the future we have to switch KDIP as well for the Python script. Yeah.
Okay. Other than that, I had one more, I guess, issue that I noticed recently was I don't know if that's relevant to like this game, but like there's the MPI operator, right? And pod on like my newer installations for Kubeflow, at least for the 1.3.x, ended up in a crash loop, and that was because the image tag there was latest. And I think some parameters changed. So the YAML files that we had in the manifest for 1.3.x manifest distribution were using flags that were no longer flags on the binary, right?
Yeah, I think I know.
I remember there is an issue there.
Yes, yes, this one. So yeah, because they recently changed the image.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is fixed in the 1.4 release. So, but I think in the 1.3, MPI operator probably won't work. Yeah. Do you have a particular use case that you like want to use like 1.3 right now?
No, I mean it's just that 1.3 is the latest release, so to say, like not a release candidate, right?
Yes, that's true. Like the latest official release in the 1.3 in Kubeflow. But I think for now we can use like 1.4 release, like the latest release candidates from the 1.4, right, to deploy Kubeflow. Yeah, I don't know. Like we can ask like MPI operator owners to try to fix it in 1.3 because 1.3 I think will not work overall. And I mean the MPI operator will not work in 1.3.
Yeah,
I'm not sure if we can fix it. So which image we actually using for 1.3?
I tried both 1.3 and 1.3.1.
And both of them have the same similar issue, right?
Correct. As a matter of fact, 1.4.0 RC0 was also failing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Have
I
you
haven't tried
like
the RC one yet, but
yeah, just try it. Yeah, because I think in the latest latest release it should be fixed.
Yeah, I think like the main thing was because like the Docker tag was set to latest, right? And the thing which I think is a bigger problem, we should perhaps have that more version.
Oh yeah.
In order to prevent this in the future.
Yeah, definitely agree. I mean, yeah, they're using latest.
Yeah, like.
I see.
That's prone to breaking.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good point. So, what are you using in the 1.4 branch? Is it also latest? Oh,
1.4.0 is also latest. Yeah. Okay,
I
it's still
see.
latest. There we go.
Yeah, we need to. Okay. Yeah, I will try to ask them to maybe make the tag here, and because I think I'm not sure if they actually have the tag. So this is like from the Docker Hub, right, on the operator.
Correct.
Yeah, I'm just curious. What is this repository? Let me try to find it. Okay, I think it's MPI operator, right? Okay. I just want to see if they have a tag on this repository. Okay, they have 0.3. Yeah, but I'm not sure what is this. This may be related to the API operator release, which is basically 0.3. Yeah, the latest release that they. Okay, let me ask them to at least point the particular tag, because it's not good that we're using the latest tag and the even now we're using the latest tag. So we definitely should fix it. Okay, sounds good. Regarding to the MPI, by the way, we have like a pending PR to support it in unified operator here. So I'm not sure that the creator is in the call right now, but we probably should focus up to the release to integrate MPI in the universal training operator. Yeah. Okay. Okay, any other questions? Yeah, I think we probably should also ask about the latest release for MPI. So because as I can see, because an MPI in the recent in the recent release, they made a lot of changes there, and I don't know if they actually creating the new release with the V2 version of MPI. So that is one thing that we probably should ask them as well. But okay, anyway, figure out it. So if you don't have any questions, I think we're ready to go. So yep, we finished later. So thank you so very much for joining today. So speak to you again soon, next time. Have a great day, evening. Yep, have a good day. Bye, guys.
Have a nice day. Bye.